Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend DG Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Podcast.
I'm here for Peter.
Was that a child? What was that?
A child, yes.
Child labor laws, yes.
Hey,
Come on, Phil.
Hey, well, you famous old thank you. All right. So those of you, we're recording ahead of time, but if you're listening to this on the podcast, welcome to 2022. And also welcome back to the Ultimate Spider-Cast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always,
the sweepiest spider podcast co-host around, Lilith Hellfire. You're
The
welcome.
sweepiest?
Sweepiest.
and no, that's not Ray. No, that is one of the faithful loonies, Noel Tate.
Good day, mate. Hi. What's up, Phil? Hi, guys. How are you doing?
There's so many Ray drops. Yeah. Can you say? Oh, I know. Can you say?
I love Batman.
Don't you dare.
We're not.
Ray
swearing on
will
this
hear
podcast.
this. Don't
I
you
freaking
dare.
hate Batman. How about that?
I know. That doesn't
As
matter
long
what.
as you don't hate Nightwing, Phil still loves you. It's fine.
Doesn't matter how dirty the drop is.
I like when Nightwing was
Batman.
Batman. Yeah.
Yes, there you go.
The only good Scott Snyder thing. That's not true. It's the only thing I ever read by
You say
Oh,
shots fired.
for
Already.
DC. Witches are good. I liked Witches. Anyway, and he seems like a pretty cool dude.
That's what you see. That's what you need. These solid opinions from Mr. Noel Tate, because
Yeah, the guy who doesn't read DC comics. So
that's right. Because yes, he's always on with Ray talking Moon Knight on Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast.
Oh, come on, more passion.
I know. And we can get more into it at the end. But yes, you're going to be on your own. Well, you and Russell are going to be on a podcast.
Yeah, we're going to do one about Howard the Duck called Trapped in a World pretty soon. So stay tuned for that on your podcast.
We already have
Thing.
the perfect drop. We discussed it with Russell. We're going to
Oh,
give
really?
you the drop.
What is it?
Play the drop, Philip.
Wait, what drop?
The duck penis drop.
Oh yeah, a little help. Yes.
You know how duck penises work, right?
Yeah, they're corkscrews. Everybody knows that.
Oh, whoa.
It's a giant
Still
size man.
didn't know, but you just informed.
It's a giant size man thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, another Marvel podcast coming soon, kids.
Yeah, but this one will be a little different because we're going to cover Howard comic stuff, but there's so much weird stuff behind just the whole Howard the Duck thing. You know, like the first lawsuit that was ever brought against a big Jew company for the by a creator to try to get his character back was Howard the Duck. And then later, through continuity, he actually got his character back. So there's all kinds of crazy stories with Steve Gerber and the other creators. And we hope to have some interviews with some, Howard connected people and stuff like that. But generally, we're just going to make duck puns, and it'll be pretty sweet.
Oh man,
Cannot wait.
Do you know who you're getting in the business with, right? You know, Russell.
Wild like an animal.
Yep.
Okay.
He thought that ducks honked, though, so he's got a lot to learn. Those are geese, Russell, not ducks.
He's from Kentucky. Leave the poor boy
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah, come on.
What the hell does that hillbilly know?
It's either a pigeon or a duck.
You leave my Mountain Dew soulmate alone.
I can't believe you guys drink that stuff.
Hey, who
Can't
wasn't
all
to take
drink,
him out?
air quotes, green tea, Philip.
Oh, come on. Hey, when I was in high school a million years ago, I remember everyone's like, "Oh, Mountain Dew's like Panther Pea and stuff," you know.
It's what you chase your moonshine with. How can I not love it? Okay.
How far out in the sticks do you live, Phil?
I'm in Pennsylvania. I'm like outside Pittsburgh. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Oh,
They
come
got
on.
mountains up there. Don't you worry.
Oh, please. Lilith is in the heart of white trash, Florida. So come on.
Thriving. So I don't know what that says about me.
Doing good, girl.
So what's up on the agenda today, Philly?
Oh, all right, Lily.
If you call me Noli, I'll kill you both.
No. All right, yeah. Well, this is gonna start our Morbius stuff because surprise, the movie's coming. So
Like 2
Surprise,
years late,
surprise.
but whatever. Hashtag not bitter. Hashtag you guys are gonna be surprised.
Is it 2 years or 1 year?
I know we
1
tried.
year.
Was it? Yeah.
Well,
was
1.5, like, right? Technically,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Did they move it a couple times?
they moved it a couple of times. Yeah.
Because
But
wasn't
one
it-
time was just by several months, and then or
Yeah.
several times by several months, I think.
Because I think
They
last
should
year.
have done it in October, but they would have probably lost to Venom. To be fair, so
Mm,
Yeah, but,
Yeah.
yeah, but they're both Sony, aren't they? They could have moved Venom.
well, no, Venom is kind of like October is its thing. So
Oh,
Yeah,
plus
An
plus-
actual. Which person is that? What one person is Venom? We are Venomaniacs. It's their thing, so they would have been very disappointed if that movie would have got pushed. And Venom is like that's a known quantity, though. They knew they were going to make some money off that.
exactly.
well,
So
plus they had to squeeze it in for that end credit scene, if nothing else.
Oh right,
I'll be
didn't see
interested
the
to
movie.
see if they revamp the Morbius end credit scene. So I'll be interested because they're
Especially-
starting their own little Sonyverse Sinister Six things, supposedly.
Yeah. I was going to say that comes after Spider-Man, but I mean it's going to come before Doctor Strange too. So
Well, we're also getting that Spider-Man Sony trilogy with Tom Holland, allegedly.
a new one, yeah, supposedly, yeah.
So they better use the Kanye references. I want to see like late registration, college dropout, because we all know Pete's a college dropout. He's been in Empire State for 1,000,000 years.
Isn't technically he a grad school dropout though?
Yeah,
He got his
touche.
4-year.
Touche.
yeah. After got that, that
The
Jim-
movies never got to it.
no, because that's what I was saying. I'm like Tom Holland's going to be the guy who gets the most movies because even Toby only got 3.
Well, yeah, and that's the beauty of starting with someone that's young.
Yeah.
And looks the age that the character is actually supposed to be. So.
Yeah, that's what I said when they cast him. I was like, they can do at least 6 movies of his own with this kid. He
Easy.
just looks so young. And then when they announced that, or like Amy Pascal blurted it out the other day, I was like, of course they're doing that. If they didn't do that, they would be stupid. There's so much to mine from him. And he's not quite 30 yet. He said he was going to quit when he was 30 or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna see that sweet, sweet Spider-Man money. Zendaya's an expensive lady. That's all I'm saying. As long as he's dating Zendaya, we're gonna be getting Spider-Man movies. Put it that way.
I don't know. I saw some pictures from that GQ article. Tom looked like the more expensive one.
Well, that's because her stylist is now styling him.
He's very fancy. He actually looked mostly like
She
he was
upgraded
out of
him
a-
for sure.
Yeah. He looked
Oh my-
mostly like he was out of a Wes Anderson movie. Kind of ridiculous. Like, what
Oh
the
my
hell
God,
are you wearing?
Is he a kept man? Is he like the better looking Pete Davidson now?
I don't get that.
You
reference.
can. It looks like Pete Davidson could never have enough baths, and he'd still look dirty. Like I don't get the Pete Davidson thing. I don't. And I went through my emo phase, and I still don't get it.
Yeah, I guess it's the SNL thing.
Tom
you know,
Holland he's never been like unkempt and dirty like Pete, but he definitely didn't wear matching socks out of the house before Zendaya. That's all I'll say about it.
But yeah, no, I think that's their new strategy is to get people young so they can milk that career for 10, 15 years.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
Robert Downey Jr. was a freaking like senior citizen by the time that he wrapped up his stuff.
He was a senior citizen when they started. Quiet as it's kept.
No, he was in. If he was, then I'm a senior citizen. 'cause he
By
was a-
movie star, unless you're Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is always the exception because of that sweet, sweet Xenu energy. And, I
Mhm.
mean, literally, you're like, if you're 40 and you're still trying to do action stuff, yeah, you're
Well-
a senior citizen.
well,
You might
Robert
as well be in the Replacements or whatever that movie is. That movie
Robert-
franchise. The Expendables or
Downey-
whatever.
Robert Downey Jr. lived some hard years though too. So
Oh, yeah.
Super hard. And they were the 80s, so you know that was like doubly, triply rough.
That dude loved drugs
I was gonna say that super hard cocaine or whatever.
Yeah.
or whatever.
Well, I don't.
One step from the disco. Yeah.
Yeah. Like Phil doesn't know what cocaine is. Come on.
No,
Oh, no,
he's my sweet innocent child. It's fine.
Everyone loves cocaine.
That's what I was waiting for.
Charlie, on the other hand.
Oh, I'm going to wear a gimp mask and murder people.
Speaking of get masks.
Morbius doesn't wear a mask.
Maybe
That's a face not even a mother could love.
Yeah.
even before the accident. All right, so yeah, first one. Yeah, we'll be covering Marvel Team Up 3 and 4. Marvel Team Up 3 from July 1972. I think before all of our times.
Just barely before.
Oh,
Phil's not the oldest guy on the podcast today. Congratulations.
1978. I'm not the oldest. Yay.
You're exactly my brother's age.
Oh.
My little brother's age.
Oh.
Little brother.
No, I'll give you this compliment, Noel, when I'm being honest. I didn't think you were that old, so.
Okay, thank you.
Is that Gen X? Because Gen X, they're aging in reverse at this point.
Yeah, I'm a Gen Xer, straight up. Well, I think you are too, Phil.
Is that
I think it
tail end?
It has to be 1980, I think I read the other day.
It changes.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't think it goes anything. 70s, you're still Gen X.
Yeah.
If there was a Sex Pistol on stage, you're still a Gen Xer.
Nice.
All right. Oh Lord. Title this The Power to Purge.
I don't like that.
Okay. Let's see if no one gets the joke. Writer Jerry Conway. The murderer of Gwen Stacy.
Mm-hmm.
Penciler
Loves to
Rossi.
purge a character or two, that's for sure.
Got to kill the good ones.
Hey, man.
Interesting artistic choice you made there.
Hey, man. The greatest weapon in fiction. Yeah, gravity.
Who doesn't want to throw a blonde off a bridge is all I'm saying.
Didn't you marry a blonde?
She's not going to hear this. To the FBI agent that's listening, all jokes, parody, and satire. Thank you very much.
She's probably around the corner spying on me right now, so I'm not saying anything.
I was going to say, he's in the club now. Yeah, what? The wives don't listen to the shows. Yeah, no. Ask me, him.
Actually,
right?
I've tried to play stuff for her, and she's just like, fucking nerd. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I know. I might be able to get a couple minutes in the car. It's just like,
Phil, I told you I will do an NSYNC podcast for you, so Danielle will actually listen to one of your podcasts.
I told her you and her could talk 90s boy bands.
We can talk, 90s boy bands.
Yeah, my wife could only talk about like the Replacements, so that's probably
All right. Penciler Ross Andrew, inker Frank Giacola, letterer Artie Simic, and editor Stan Lee, the man himself.
It was the 70s. The bullpen was full of cocaine. Of course he was.
Oh, poor Stan.
Everyone
We
loves
did because
cocaine.
we love.
Oh, that's why Charlie says everyone loves cocaine.
Everyone loves cocaine.
Are you going to read me this cute little story or what?
Yes. You're number one, Noel. You know what?
Aw.
When Jefferson Bolt spends a night arguing with his brother Jacob about the merits of getting an education in a white man's world. Why does it say Hans? It says Hans. Why does it say Hans? Leaves the argument. Jefferson then comes across the body of Morbius, the living vampire, washed ashore.
Not after punching his brother in the jaw. Just fucking punches him so hard. Okay.
Why is he always washing up on shore, bro? Like, that is Morbius's thing.
It's like a vampire thing.
Oh my god! The greatest thing is there was a what if. It's like, what if Spider-Man kept the 6 arms, and it's because, he doesn't get the Morbius. Morbius gets like eaten by a shark. He's literally like gliding over the ocean, gets eaten by a shark.
Is that for real?
Yes. Volume 2. Yes, it is.
Oh, it's a volume 2 what if. That's why I've never seen it. Okay. Funny. Anyway, continue with my nighttime story, please, Philly.
Oh, okay. Tuck you in. Yes. Morbius washes ashore, who revives and tries to feed on him. Meanwhile, Spider-Man swings through the city when a sudden bout of illness causes him to almost lose consciousness. As usual. Meanwhile, at the back,
Psychosomatic.
Mhm.
I don't know, vampire bites on circles.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, at the Baxter Building, the Fantastic Four are visited by Martine Bancroft, who has come seeking Reed's help dealing with her fiance, Michael Morbius. Johnny
He's
remembers.
like, get this bozo out of here. He's not even a real scientist.
I like when Thing answers the screen, the look on his face.
Hey, a girl. Hey.
She can see me.
Once you go rock, you never go back.
That could have been a rhyme that I liked better.
Ah. Did you have that tattooed on you somewhere, Lil?
Aw.
Yeah, I got that last night.
After.
New drop number 1.
I got that last night.
It's so stupid.
I know. Well, welcome to our world, Noel.
I know.
It'll be a well-used drop for sure.
I was going to say this isn't fancy tea time with Ray. Come on.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
You know, Ray.
The hard master.
Mm-hmm.
Exciting times to be a pimp.
If you go through the whole library, we're going to be here all night, Phil.
I know, especially the little ones, yeah. Johnny, remembering Spider-Man's earlier battle against Morbius, leaves on his own to find Spider-Man and seek his help, and to find Morbius' former partner, Hans Jorgensen. Meanwhile, Jefferson Bolt has been turned into a vampire by being bitten by Morbius and seeks to use his newfound power for crime.
Some would say he was Blackula.
Yeah,
It
that
is
first
the
reveal of
70s
his face.
exploitation. I'm just saying.
It's what he looks like, man.
And again, okay, so I don't know if it was a comics code thing, but remember, Morbius turned himself into this through science. You know, he's like a living vampire, so...
But yet he could bite a dude.
Yes, meanwhile he can bite
It's
a guy. and turn him into him.
contagious. It's a contagious strain. Haven't you seen that TV show, The Strain? That's how that works.
I guess.
Oh, this is so timely. It came out of a bat.
To quote the issue, stifle yourself, you dingbat.
It's been spreading. Anyway.
Batman.
Ray's been warning us for years. Meanwhile, a worsening Spider-Man decides to go and seek out Jorgensen himself. The two end up arriving at the same time, interrupting Jorgensen's lecture. Jorgensen, however, takes them in and tells them all he knows about Michael Morbius. When Morbius next strikes, Spider-Man and the Torch are there to try and stop him. However, things are complicated when Jefferson Bolt and members of Burt Tacker's gang intervene. However, during the fight, Morbius tries to feed on Jacob Bolt, forcing Jefferson to defend his brother. Jefferson is killed when Morbius pushes him away, the shove causing him to strike his head on a rock. Morbius flees and the gang quickly disperses while Jacob mourns the loss of his brother. Aww. Seriously,
Poor
it's like
dude.
1972, man. Your parents told you, man, rock is no good for you.
This is way before rock, man. I lived through the 90s.
Oh, yeah, you're
I'm from Murderapolis.
Oh my.
Oh, whoa.
Murderapolis, baby. We coming back. We almost got 100 so far this year.
What, trying to lap Chicago?
Boom, 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 boom. It's terrible, actually. It's not cool. Can I come live with you, Phil?
You. Hey, if you're willing to shovel dog poop, you can live with Lil
That's 4
Dude.
dogs.
and bury a boyfriend or two.
Half an acre backyard. Just saying.
For dog poop and dead boyfriends.
Those roses grow nicely.
Mm. Oh.
Okay, I don't want to say this issue is old, but Ben Grimm was watching All in the Family.
Right?
Yeah, and Johnny was giving him crap for it. It's pretty funny.
That actually tracks. I feel like that tracks.
Oh, yeah. I can picture Jack Kirby just sitting watching All in the Family going,
Guys, okay, this is how we introduce the Fantastic Four. Pete makes friends with Johnny.
Well, they're
I
still
mean,
not
We
quite.
introduced them
friends
one
yet,
by
right?
one, right?
Yeah, they're like frenemies.
And then in Black Panther, like they discover Storm. I'm just saying.
This is still back when they were kind of not even quite frenemies. Just they didn't really care for each other very much.
I
Like
don't know if
when did that
Sorry.
happen? When did they become like best buds? I'm not sure. 80s.
Maybe a couple more, yeah, maybe. Because I don't know if the original plan was just for them to share this book every issue. Because the first 3 issues are Spider-Man and the Human Torch. Because remember the
Yeah.
first one,
Well,
Lilith,
they
we
were
covered.
trying to make the Human Torch a thing again too, and then they realized, oh, we can't really do that
Oh.
now.
Kids want Ben Grimm over.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't make him a thing. They got one. Dad jokes ahoy.
Hey, all. Hey, but yeah, remember we covered that first one, Lilith. You know, when they let Sandman get away on Christmas Eve.
Oh yeah, believe me, I know.
You know, Johnny Storm in his bell bottoms and stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Rough.
Pete's got some pretty good bell bottoms on in this one. So does Jefferson Bolt and his brother. Everybody's got sweet bell bottoms and sweet Adidas on. Sweet Christmas.
Oh no.
Isn't that trademark?
What's so sweet about it?
Nothing. I'm an atheist.
Funny.
Oh my. All right.
Did you just slip in? So am I.
No.
So am I.
All right. So what did we think of this issue?
I think
Lilith.
it's hilarious.
Me too. I think it's awesome. It's like perfect 1972 comic book.
Well, I think they're also trying to, because Marvel's known, especially back in the 70s, for like their horror stuff. So I think that they were just like trying to do like a horror comedy
Yeah,
kind of story.
for sure.
'Cause Marvel Team Up was kind of repetitive, even though it's only the 3rd issue. It's kind of like wash, rinse, repeat. And I think they were just trying to bring something different to it.
And in Conway's like captions, which there are so many, he's very kind of almost like EC comic, like that sort of dark poetry. It's not quite. I mean, there's enough dialogue to be a Stan Lee comic, but it doesn't quite sound exactly like that. Just a lot of good Marvel big words in the caption boxes that I really enjoyed. The art, though, to me is a little. I mean, it's house style. It's fine, but it's like the next issue is so much better for reasons we'll see why.
I don't
I'm
know.
just glad Morbius got a revamp recently, because for a very long time, Morbius's character design was absolute garbage.
Yeah. For it is there in the moon-touched waves, slipping slowly past them, and a future nightmare lie within. It's that kind of stuff. It's pretty great.
Well, wasn't Conway young when he was writing it around this time? So was he?
He was like 12 or something. He was really like not. I'm not exaggerating that much. He was
I
like
think he was under 20. Yeah,
under 20.
Yeah, I was like, was he like the original goth teen, especially here?
Little Edgar Allan Poe on the shelf.
No, the secret though to like late 60s and a lot of the early 70s writers is they all wanted to write for like EC comics. They all wanted to write horror, like really and truly. I mean, like some of Doug Mench's first stuff was a horror comics that he just sent off and got printed. So it's like everybody thought that.
That's why he likes to write Batman.
Well, that's how he created Moon Knight.
Shh! Do not piss Ray off. Leave him alone.
What? He knows where Moon Knight came from.
What the F?
Anytime he gets a chance, he just wants to throw that salt in the wound. Dude, some friend you are, Phil.
Why was that salt in the wound?
He was talking about Werewolf by Night.
Long.
I don't get that reference.
Whoa. Little does. Hey,
Well, Russell has him beat for the all-time record with 13 and a half minutes for Green Lantern.
oh my God! Yeah, there was like 13 minutes of feed. Well, he did a bunch of issues though too.
Yeah. Still counts.
It's like even today, Russell was like messaging me. He's like, "Sorry, I haven't sent feedback lately." I'm like, "Oh, I know what it's like to do multiple shows," and I'm thinking, "Oh, he's gonna work with that Noel."
But we'll keep him in check.
No,
Oh yeah, I'm doing
Justin-
the editing.
I think. Oh, are you?
Yeah.
I think Justin keeps him in on track. Just slaps him around.
Have you listened to their show?
Oh yeah, I've been on their show. Yeah,
Justin
Several times, in fact.
does not keep him on track.
I know.
That's what the thing I like most about it. It's the idiotic tangents they go on.
I know.
With
But
Justin's stupid jokes.
as a podcaster, I'm so jealous of Justin's voice. Like, oh yeah, yes. Oh.
It was fantastic.
I'm like, why are you podcasting with Russell? You sound like you should be doing something professionally with that voice. You know?
Oh, I love it. It's great.
Oh yes.
He's got the best voice in the biz, man.
Really? You're gonna do that to Ray? Come on.
Sex on the mind.
He's just got the best drops. That's
Well, oh, don't do that in front of her. Come on. All right.
No, I concede to Ray.
yeah.
He does the gobble gobble better than I could ever. And
Whoa.
You're welcome.
That's
What the hell?
Gobble gobble.
Oh, Lilith. You talk to me, man. You really give him. You're the one giving Ray the business.
Talking about me is so natural for Ray.
Not for the company.
Oh, he does. He listens. All right. So should we get to the next
Well,
one?
well, I would like to know what you thought of it.
Oh,
Phil.
Again, it's just 70s madness. I mean, it's so nonsensical. I love it. You know.
No, when you think of Marvel's 70s, this is what I think.
Hey, it's better than more recent animated series where he had the suckers on his fingers, which.
No, I like that. Thank you. I like that,
Hey-o.
that bold artistic choice, okay?
Artistic, quote unquote, choice.
It's hentai and it's an art form, damn it. I'm not going to say it again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, they did have for Saturday morning, but it's like it seemed kind of scarier in certain respects.
Don't get fingered.
It was not scary at all. I'm a little older, I can say.
Phil's an only child. He wasn't harassed enough. That's a
Oh, listen
small
to you. You're an only child too. What are you talking
I
about?
have cousins that harassed me.
Cousins.
Older cousins.
Oh my! What an effing nerd! Who is this? Show your face. What an effing nerd! Oh, what
I
a
feel like it's Russell.
It's probably right. It's gonna be probably Russell or Ray. Probably. I think those would be the two who know that reference. Who should
Yeah.
usually show up?
Well, there's a few others, but
Present it. Present your name.
I'm sure it's Russell.
I'm telling his boss he should be at work right now.
What, the boy doesn't get days off or something? All right, should we get to the next one?
Yeah.
All right. Will's like, yeah, get me out of here. All right, so more ducking nerd.
I
Oh,
want to talk about the Doctor Strange comic. That's
ducking nerd.
yeah, it's definitely Russell.
Hello, Russell. I'm off tonight.
You sure are, buddy.
Damn it, you beat me to it, Noel.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Marvel Team Up number 4, September 1972, and then
No, August.
what? Some of the books they weren't they doing them bi-monthly? So this might have been a bi-monthly
Okay,
book.
you're just like,
Someone
wait
had
a
to wait
minute.
for
I know it's only 20 cents, but damn, son.
Someone had to wait a long time for the conclusion of this story.
Can you
God, Jerry, you got me on my toes.
Can you imagine? This is so old. They're like, what? You expect us to get 2 Spider-Man books out a month? Are you kidding me?
Fast forward to 2021.
Yeah.
Every week, yes.
Who
Well,
wants a Spider-Man? You want a Spider-Man? Everyone get a Spider-Man.
well, again, it's like how big was
We
the
even have
writing
Spider
pool?
Women now.
Spider what?
Well, singular, actually.
Mm.
Spider Woman. Oh man, we're cute coming back to Ray.
Sorry, Gwen. You don't count anymore.
Oh, she don't have her book. Give her a book again. All right.
She has
Right,
variants.
Oh yeah, they're doing that variant thing.
Uh-huh. See,
All
I'm a
right.
effing nerd too.
All right. So the most.
So bedtime story number 2. We get 2 books for every night, Philly. Please.
All right. All right. No. All right. So this one, if you didn't look at the cover,
You thought the last one was crazy. Wait till you read
I know the title, and then the X-Men.
Yeah.
Oh, Writer still Conway. Penciler Gil Kane.
Gil Kane. The art's a little better in this one, I will
Because
say.
it's X-Men, you know.
Well, it's Gil Kane. He's just Gil Kane.
Oh yeah.
Maybe they're like, oh, gotta pull out all the stops. Gotta get those X-Men books selling.
Yeah, in this era, he was pretty good, yeah. But 3 inkers, Steve Mitchell, Frank Giacola, and John Romita.
Oh,
Yeah.
senior.
I'm assuming senior, yeah. Letterer, John Costanza. And
Costanza.
editor Roy Thomas.
Okay, go.
All right.
1, 2, 3, go.
Plagued
1, 2, 3, go.
Plagued by dreams.
1, 2, 3, go.
You're number 1. Plagued by dreams of Morbius and becoming even iller, Peter Parker decides to resume his hunt for Michael Morbius.
Time? It's time to get ill.
No sleep till Staten Island.
You illin', son.
Well, look at Harry with his dope waves. I mean, how could you not?
Yeah.
Talking about drugs.
Yeah. Peter sleeps in the nude, and his roommate just can come right in there and put his hands on him. I love it.
I was just looking for your web shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Should I call it Doc? Doc Ock. Can't say that 3 times.
I was going to say, don't say Dr. Octopus 3 times. Oh.
We're doing me now?
Peter Parker decides to resume his hunt for Michael Morbius after his latest nightmare rouses his roommate, Harry Osborn. Deciding...
Peter looks like he has an O face.
Uh-oh.
Don't you kink shame him.
Hey, man.
My fetish is to get touched by a white man with cornrows.
There's a drop. No, I was going to say, you had a dream of somebody sucking on his neck.
Boom.
Hey, that's not the whitest person he's dreamed about. I mean, come on. Isn't Gwen still alive?
I'm like, is he on drugs? Because he's like, I'm real sick, man. I'm fainting.
I know. That's what
He's
Harry...
all sweating. Cold
And Harry's like,
sweats.
cool, man. I get it.
I was going to say, yeah, Harry
You know
probably...
Harry gets it.
Yeah, Harry probably like, yeah, I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
Deciding to seek out Hans Jorgensen once more to see if there are any leads, Spider-Man arrives just after Jorgensen is kidnapped by Morbius himself. When Spider-Man is spotted by the landlady, Spider-Man is blamed for the scientist kidnapping. Because it's
He's a menace.
What is it
She
about?
definitely watches Fox News.
Oh yeah. What is it about that formula he created that took his nose off?
He's a South Park character. It's
He's got a pig. He's a pig nose vampire.
I was going to say,
Well, I mean, it was a genetic experiment gone wrong. You win a little, you lose a little.
Sometimes you get extra arms. Sometimes you get the pig nose. Who knows?
so the formula to create a living vampire is meth.
That
I mean-
explains Florida.
Yeah,
Oh.
I was gonna say Lilith knows.
When news of Jorgensen's supposed kidnapping by Spider-Man reaches Charles Xavier, an old colleague of Jorgensen.
Oh, come on.
All
What?
professors know each
Professor
other.
is not even, it's an honorific. He's about as good a professor as freaking Charlie.
Oh, damn. I was going to say, are we stretching more than Reed Richards here?
Definitely. Well, he is a telepath, so he probably just tricked everybody into it. So,
Yeah, he took his
Where
mind
is
up.
his degree from?
I mean, supposedly he's from money, so I could believe it. Maybe he's got a George Bush Yale scholarship. I don't know.
He was in the. I almost said Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Skull and Bones. Yes, he infiltrated Skull and
Bones.
Bones.
Headcanon Professor X was in Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Oh my God. We'll know who's listening to this episode. Yeah, like 2 weeks from now, Russell will be like, oh, hey, Boone Thugs and Harmony, Charles Xavier. He once more summons his charges, the X-Men. Cyclops, Marvel Girl, Angel, and Iceman all answer his summons. However, the Beast refuses to join, having a mission of his own to accomplish. Yes.
Yeah, the Beast got a beast, baby. Beast got that beast to
time
take
for
care of.
y'all
Him.
shenanigans, okay?
Once again, this story is so old. This is when he starts sprouting hair.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yes, he is.
He's going through true puberty.
Professor, I can't come right now. I've got a pubic hair, and it's blue.
He's like, my palms are all hairy. It was true.
Editor's note: Hank is dealing with his recent transformation into the Beast. Wasn't he already called Beast?
It's because he had big feet, big hands.
I know, but it's like they say maybe further into a beast or something. Well, no wonder why X-Men failed.
And then I think they even like credit the wrong series. Don't they? It
was the 70s, man. You know.
Oh yeah. Okay.
A lot got through past the editor. That's all I'm saying.
Everyone loves cocaine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just like Charlie says.
It's okay.
Look at poor Iceman.
Well, so they all show up in their costumes, all the X-Men, and then next time they show them, they're all wearing these jazzy street clothes.
I'm like, if you can call Angel's uniform a uniform.
Well, yeah, just takes a shirt right the hell off.
Yeah, he's just wearing a pair of pants. Yeah.
Like, where did he just come from?
Where am I going to put these wings, man?
Disco party?
Where am I going to put these wings?
Hey, man, he's a rich man in 1972.
Yeah, like I said, he just came straight out of the disco with a little sugar booger.
Everyone loves cocaine.
A sugar
Everyone
booger.
loves cocaine.
That's got to be some Florida shit if I've ever heard.
Oh, right off the boat.
Pick it up.
Professor X sends the X-Men out into New York City to track down Spider-Man. When they find the wall crawler, a battle ensues, ending with Spider-Man being overpowered by the X-Men and restrained by Marvel Girl.
That's Professor X's dream.
Kind of. They have a difficult time getting Spidey, though, really. Maybe it's because they're street clothes. It's that snazzy suit Cyclops is wearing.
Spandex.
Yeah.
Again, enough of that. I mean, you guys read Secret Wars, right? Spider-Man always can beat the X-Men.
He whoops their butts in Secret Wars.
I know.
Like, how? That doesn't even make... Somebody get Storm on the phone. Somebody get Storm on the phone.
Jim Webb Shooter wrote it, and he was just like, X-Men, whatever. And then like a year later, he's like, actually, X-Men, give me that.
That's another. Oh, that's the other thing. It's our topic. Don't mention Jim Shooter too many times.
We're doing you now.
That's like his Lord and Savior.
Mm-hmm.
Learning via a probe. Whoa, they probe him. That Morbius kidnapped Jorgensen. Xavier orders the X-Men to bring the now comatose Spider-Man back to the X-Mansion.
See, always bringing comatose teenagers back to his house. I'm just saying, he was the villain the whole time, guys.
We all know what the X in Professor X means.
Oh, my.
His middle name's Molly.
All right. No, you didn't. Let me finish this sentence. All right. Yes. Xavier orders the X-Men to bring the now comatose Spider-Man back to the X-Mansion for further probing to study Jorgensen's notes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure, study. I mean, I'm pretty sure none of those X-Men ever got a real education. I'm just saying, it's a scam. Child labor, endangerment, all that.
Yeah, but they're always drawn like 30-year-olds.
Like 90210 cast, yeah.
Exactly.
Luke
Perry shooting lasers out of his eyes.
Oh my God! What was that? A couple episodes back, Lil said Ian Ziering was like, "What'd you say? He was like 70 years old during 902."
Yeah, he's like 70. Really, he's like what, 55, 60? We determined. Still making those terrible Sharknado movies.
We looked it up a couple of years ago about how many of those cast members were even under the age of 20, and it was like
only like him and Brian Austin Green and Tori Spelling.
Yeah, it was only a handful that were actually like even close to high school age.
Oh, and I can't remember the name of the kid that like in the first episode shot himself. Him too.
Good riddance.
Oh my! All right. There they learn that Spider-Man will soon die due to a toxin used to cure him of 4 additional arms that he gained during his last encounter with Morbius.
Should have used
Why
that
would
blue
you
chew,
ever
buddy.
give up extra arms? I'm just saying, especially if you're a guy. Come on.
Lilith, Noel said Blue Chew.
If it's good enough for Joe Rogan, it's good enough for me. Yes! That was a masturbation joke, so good enough.
So is 6 arms.
Oh yes. Lilith wants that Blue Chew sponsorship so bad.
If it's good enough for Joe Rogan, it's good enough for me. Bigger is better.
They're either going to pay us to shut up about it, or they're going to pay us to promote it. One way or the other, we will get a Blue Chew check in 2022. Mark my words.
See, Blue Chew, even our guests will set you.
We'll set you up.
Yeah.
Lilith will smack you down.
You know how duck penises work, right?
Mm-hmm. And
If
with
you
little
don't-
Blue Chew, they work better.
If you don't listen to Noel talk all Howard the Duck.
I'm more concerned about the duck nipples, but we'll get there.
It's going to be a while, Lilith, but you will be on that episode when we cover the movie.
Yes.
Where was I? They also learned that Jorgensen was working on a cure which could be utilized by Morbius's blood. In order to rescue his friend and save Spider-Man, Professor X sends the X-Men out to capture Morbius. After a lengthy battle, the X-Men manage to defeat Morbius and rescue Jorgensen. Afterwards, Jorgensen is able to cure Spider-Man, who thanks the X-Men before leaving them to deal with Morbius.
Angel comes flying above Morbius with his arms out like he's a freaking Dracula. It's pretty funny. A shirtless Angel Dracula. And Morbius is just
Oh,
grinning
that's
like an
the
idiot.
Twilight version.
Yeah, that's totally sparkling.
Yeah, if you want to come at a vampire, are you really going to come with more exposed skin?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody get the thing on the phone. Like, that would be the appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously. You know.
Morbius gets a hold of Jean, though.
It's
That's
like,
pretty-
you know that saying? It's like trying to get blood from a stone. Hello?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, when Morbius grabs Jean. Oh, everyone's grabbing Jean this issue. Morbius,
Yep.
Spider-Man. Oh.
Mhm. Oh, we'll get there.
Well, that's what Spider-Man said.
Mhm.
So, who a redhead? Am I attracted to this? No. Yes. Yes.
No, yes.
Superior plus.
I'm not sure. Let's get married.
Wait a minute, you're not just gonna speed past that. I must have been drunk. I don't know where that one came from.
Superior puss.
What?
Why do we have that drunk?
Because alcohol exists.
Superior puss.
See, Blue Chew, come on!
It's not just for boys.
Whoa!
Well, you know, all female Viagra is just a lower dose. Just saying.
And hey, once a month, Blue Chew, you'll have we'll get rated with Blue Chew drops, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Talking about meat is so natural for Ray.
All right, so yeah, again, Jean Grey is just like used as like, you know, hey, female, we must grab her in this issue, you know. Morbius, I can kind of see because it's like hostage situation. It's the classic horror movie.
Yeah, and vampires love grabbing chicks.
Oh yeah. But Spider-Man at the end, he's like, "Oh, I can't thank the rest of you guys, but here I can jam my tongue down this young woman's throat." You know.
Mhm.
She was into it.
No, he loved.
But as for the lady, Jean, I can thank her with a gross, disgusting, sweaty mask kiss, and we all know what that's like these days.
Apparently, people are into it. It's
Imagine how
thing.
humid it would be underneath that thing, and the other eyes are like, "Ah, get off me, you freaky Spider-Man!"
especially because he probably had a fever till like 5 minutes before that.
Oh, I'm sure he
just
smelled
saying it's still
terrible.
an upgrade from Scott. There, I said it.
Oh, you saying it still smelled better than Scott? Oh,
Oh yeah,
Mm,
stinky old summer boys.
stinky old.
Goes for you too, Nate.
oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, Phil. I know it's too soon.
Cable. That's hard. I was gonna say, why do you think they call him Havoc? Alex, Scott, Nathan. Okay. All right. So yeah, what are our thoughts on this? Hey, at least so I guess they were breaking the mold. They're like, yeah, I don't know if we can do the Human Torch every issue. So yeah, let's try something different.
But this issue was chaotic. It's like, okay, there's a knife, but I didn't see enough stabby. Like, if you bring the knife, you gotta show me the stabby.
Yeah, don't bring a knife to a fang fight or whatever.
Exactly.
And not only at the end does Spider-Man jam his tongue down Jean's throat, then he jumps through the window. Or if you're the X-Men or who
Smashing it.
or was that Jorgensen's place? It would be like, hey, can you take 2 seconds and open the window at least?
I want to start entering every
No, whip it away,
house like
Philip.
that. I'm just like, I know you want to come over for some coffee or something. Sure, I'll be over in 20 minutes. Here I am. My face hurts.
He's keeping the glass makers in business. He's got a little back action with the window repair guys, you know?
'Cause, I mean, it's not like it's a super villain layer. Yeah,
He's like, people
He's a
hate me
teenager.
anyway.
Leave him alone.
he commits his sexual assault, and yeah, it's just like leaps out the window.
Boing.
Conway. So we see how you treat women, Conway.
Somebody should probably check into that. It's almost as bad as Kevin Smith at this point.
Oh,
I don't get that reference.
Oh wait, we just got a new viewer. Was that Kevin Smith? Did he hear his name?
Smoochie. All right. So, any other thoughts? Oh, I was gonna say I actually did some reading. I actually went on Marvel Limited. Yeah, because after this, Morbius appears in what is that? Adventures in the Fear 19? Oh no, Adventures in the Fear number 20. Yeah, he escapes from the X-Men pretty easily in that issue. So.
Oh, funny.
Because they're lame.
Is that when he takes over that series? Isn't he featured in that series for a while?
Yeah, he escapes the X-Men and like runs I think it's Los Angeles. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean it is a hellscape. Angel, the TV show, proved that, and I firmly believe it is an actual hellmouth. So that makes sense.
Well, and it's very easy because at the time it's only like Professor X and Cyclops. So yeah, so he easily gets away.
He was
Although
like, New York's all right if you like
Professor X would be a
saxophones.
little more tough. I'm just saying he's got telepathy. He can tell you to stop. Handcuff yourself.
Feelings don't make people do things, though, do they?
Feelings.
Only if there's alcohol involved.
Yeah, feelings only make Lilith do things when there's alcohol involved.
That's true. All right. So should we get to the new issues? I know Noel's chomping to get to that Death of Doctor Strange special.
Me too.
Cool. All right. So yes, Death of Doctor Strange, Spider-Man #1 came out this week. So thoughts, kids?
I'm devastated in a good way.
Ben Reilly and the Black Cat. Why? Because Doctor Strange died?
Yes. He'll be back, I know, unfortunately, but I'm going to savor it while it lasts.
Except for he is back.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that part in this issue because like
they're confused.
Dead. I love how Wong's like, yeah, Doctor Strange is dead, and Ben's like, wait, is that him behind you? It's like, no, that's a long story.
Yeah. I thought it was a pretty cool issue, actually. That's why I wanted to read it, because I liked I've only read the first issue of Death of Doctor Strange so far, and I dug it. And this was funny. It was like almost like a Scooby-Doo issue or whatever. It reminded me in some ways of did you ever read Jason Aaron's run on Doctor Strange?
Yeah.
The first issue of that, where it's just him going around New York dealing with all the annoying little like magical crap he's always has to deal with. And I was like, oh, this seems almost like a callback to that.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a sweet ending, and Black Cat doesn't seem like a total B.
Yeah, well, Jed, that is his like project character. He's done so much for this character in such a short amount of time. I really enjoyed her dynamic with Ben. So,
yeah, those Jed McKay Black Cat books I've heard are really good. I've got a couple,
especially the annuals. If you don't read anything else that's Black Cat, I can't recommend the annuals enough. He goes balls to the walls on those, and they're so good. It's just basically the encapsulation of a good Black Cat story every single time.
Go ahead, Noel. I don't know if she heard you. Go ahead.
I heard him. But we might need it for a clean drop.
And she also said every single time.
The big finish.
Jazz hands.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I love this story. Doctor Strange has that. I guess he set up this mystical voicemail. It's just like, hey, if you're seeing this, Spider-Man, I'm dead.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. It reminded me of something like, maybe like an episode of Star Trek. I don't know what it reminded me of. It definitely reminded me of something really geeky, and I was like, I thought that was pretty cool. And the Moon Knight cameo is hilarious, actually.
I just want to say, this is how we do tie-in stories, baby. This is how you do it.
Just drop them in and leave.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I know Lilith and I have been like, oh man, they should make Ben Reilly Sorcerer Supreme. But after reading this, and I was thinking about this today, you know who? I mean, again, it'll be like someone like Scarlet Witch or somebody like the new Sorcerer Supreme. But it'd be funny, who if they made the new Sorcerer Supreme, a guy who could walk between, the mystical world and the real world. What if they made Mark Spector's Sorcerer Supreme?
He's gonna have his hands full. So
I mean, he's already doing vampires. It's like, come on.
Yeah, I think the next big the Daredevil event will change his prospects for that. It seems,
Oh, yeah,
but yeah, it would
so
be
good.
kind of cool.
It's about
there's-
time he went to jail.
There's
Yeah,
not
saying.
enough Doctor Strange and Moon Knight team ups in comics. There's only been a couple, and the more recent one was pretty terrible, which they do reference in this, I guess. But yeah, I thought that was cool. It doesn't. It's weird though. It almost doesn't seem like McKay's Moon Knight in a way. Like he's not at all. He's just like all dark, or maybe it's just juxtaposed next to Ben and Black Cat. It makes him seem even more sort of serious.
Well, it's only
than he
2
has
pages
been.
too, and he's like covered in blood as he's saying it. So it's
Yeah,
like,
I love that he's covered in blood and
That
holding
tracks.
one of his mood daggers. He's just like, I told you I'd handle it. That's pretty great.
He really does want his money. Somebody should really pay that man.
oh my god, that would be funny if like one of Doctor Strange's things on his list was that, you know, hey, I need you to like beat Dracula or something, and they swing over and yeah, there's Mark just like beating on Dracula saying, I told you, where's my money?
Or if they just look
If
at the
they
list and
don't
it
do
says,
it in the show, I'm gonna be pissed.
or if they just look at his whole list and it just says pay Moon Knight, ... or else. Doctor Strange just gives him a 5 every week. Here you go, Mark.
I take his lunch money every week.
Mm-hmm. That tracks. Doc, give me your money.
Give you a wet-
It's like, you know, I don't get paid for this, right?
I need to buy some bagels.
I mean, come on, Jed. The only thing that could have been more hardcore with Moon Knight in these 2 pages if he was holding someone's face.
Yeah. They're trying to, Jed McKay's obviously trying to move past that in
I know.
the Moon Knight comic right now, even making little jokes about it. But
Well-
yeah, I thought it was great. Who was the artist on this? I forgot to look.
Marcelo Ferreira.
Okay. Yeah, the little goblins toward the end look great. There's a really cartoony kind of out of nowhere. It's pretty awesome. Black Cat's booty looks good all the time, so I'm here for it.
Drop.
Yes. Please and thank you.
Mhm.
Ah! But yeah, I wasn't too familiar with this gentleman's art, but yeah, I really like the art in this issue.
Mhm.
And again,
Yeah.
of course, Jed's got it down because you know he's writing Moon Knight now. You know, when we do get a Black Cat book, he was writing that. So
I was going to ask you, how is he handling Ben Reilly's like voicing? Seems
well, he's really not in there in the like the group that's doing Spider-Man right now. So it seems like he's kind of filling in because there was an issue. Like there's a group like Kelly Thompson's writing, Zeb Wells, Sally
Cody's
Ahmed, yeah.
yeah.
Cody Ziegler's doing that now, yeah. So I guess there was like one there was like a special like Kelly couldn't get to, so they put. Seems like Jed's just picking up like the one shots and stuff they don't have time to do. But I
Right.
mean,
I'm telling you, like, before we know it, our little baby Jeb is gonna be your freaking editor over the Spider-Man universe. So
I
Maybe
think
so.
well, he's already on his way to be one of these guys who they give like 20 books to a month. Like we said, Kelly Thompson, Tom Taylor over at DC. It's just he's one of these guys now. Is going to be doing half the line. They're going to like kill him.
Yeah. Well, he's had a lot of sleeper hits, even before Moon Knight. So
Oh,
like the Black Cat, and people really dug the Taskmaster, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, he'll be kind of. I was just wondering if the word bubbles coming out of Ben Reilly's mouth sound like him like now in current continuity with all the shit that's going on.
I mean, pretty much.
do we even have a grasp on Ben right now? It's just one chaotic mess after another. He hasn't had a chance to catch his breath yet.
Yeah, it seemed more relaxed this time. 'Cause there's no Beyond stuff, and
Yeah.
but no, I liked it as a big Ren Rally fan. I liked it.
Clearly,
It's a
Ducking
good time.
nerd.
It's a good. Hey, shut up! It's a good time to be a Ben Rally fan.
Exciting times to be a pimp.
wait, who's a pimp? Ben Reilly's a pimp.
No, Ray. Oh, yeah, we're the Scarlet Pimps. Whenever we talk.
Yeah,
Scarlet
the
Pimps.
last episode of every month is dedicated to the ducking nerds and the Sausage Fest or the Scarlet Pimps. I didn't want them to market it as the Sausage Fest, so
Ugh.
I should have specified, made some other specifications, but here we are.
You're the one who came up with it. And hey, if we didn't do that at the end of every month, we wouldn't have such drops as.
couple of balls down the gob.
I'm not complaining. I think you boys, even though you're very unsupervised, are hilarious.
Oh
I
yeah,
listened to it today. I loved it.
hopefully in January we'll have Matt back. So yes. Oh, and then kids, stay tuned at the end of January. Yes, when we do the Scarlet Spider Sausage Fest, we will be joined. It'll be extra sausagey because we'll be joined by Dave Finn of the Signal of Doom.
Ooh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Look at all these guests coming through.
That'll really be international.
Cute.
Amazing Spider-Man 80? Anybody?
What? I read it. I don't know didn't, but I read it.
Okay, I will say this is the perfect Spider. I never thought I'd be able to read a Spider-Man and smoke a doobie, and it actually makes sense still. So,
well, yeah, most of the issue, he's it was continued from last issue. Most of the issue he's like drugged up from one of Craven's darts. So,
That's why Peter's all in a coma or whatever?
No, he was hit by a bunch of radiation by the UFOs like towards the beginning. No, Craven just came after Ben because he's just like, oh, you're such a corporate puppet now, and
Can you imagine saying that to Spider-Man? You're a corporate, but could you imagine?
Craven the Russian anarchist? What? I don't really see it, but okay.
I think it's more like I need to build you back up so when I defeat you, the glory will be all the greater.
I wish he stayed dead.
No.
Craven the Hunter? Come on.
But it's like people are so addicted.
He's so underrated. I'd rather have a Craven story than another Doc Ock story or a Mysterio story.
What's a good story since
Craven's Last Hunt?
Craven's Last Hunt.
I think he's a good character. He just has to be
What's
in the
a
right
good
hands.
story since Craven's Last Hunt?
I mean,
This one!
it wasn't bad. But no, it's like when Craven's dead, people still want to use Craven, so they create like 20 illegitimate kids for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather have him than the illegitimate kids or the crazy baby mama.
I don't know. I would like to see Ben Reilly punch one of Craven the Hunter's crazy baby mamas in the face. That would be pretty funny.
Calypso.
Exactly.
Whip her face.
Whoa.
Shot in the face.
Okay, Babe Ruth, keep calling your shots.
Gross.
What?
Nothing.
I like the art. Like I said, this is the first Spider-Man book I could actually smoke a doobie to and it still makes sense. So, it's a solid B+ for me, man. It was funny.
Who's got credits on this one?
Cody Ziegler and who was the artist? Mike Dowling, I think it was.
Yeah, well, they got kind of trippy, like when he's like, when he's tripping. I mean, some of that art is pretty decent when he's like tripping balls.
Yeah. I just hate this newfangled. Like I do. I hate the newfangled paper.
Oh.
It kind of muddies the colors, and it kind of annoys me from time to time. Like this one would have been better if it had a little more grit behind it on the paper.
Oh my God! I saw the best thing I think on Twitter this week. People were talking about how they used to get comics off spinner racks and stuff.
It feels like the good stuff.
Well, no, and then someone commented, they're like, "Yeah, man, 7-Eleven's never smelled the same since."
It's the taquitos.
No, it's the stinky nerds.
No, I think they meant that the paper actually degraded, but
Yeah.
No, it's the stinky nerds coming in to buy their comic books.
Well, I'd rather have stinky nerds than the crackheads that sit in front of my 7-Eleven. So
We don't have.
I love y'all, but it would be great if y'all would take a day off.
all right. But hey, Lilith, what's going on here? Because remember during one of those Kelly issues, like Ben was like seemed like he was starting to lose some of Peter's memories, but here as he's like almost like passing out, he starts calling himself Peter. It's like, no, wait, I'm Ben.
Well, it's adrenaline. It's the flood of emotions and stuff like that. So I feel like we're going to have like moments of like that until they're completely all gone. You know what I mean?
I guess, yeah.
And who knows, like they were writing in this big group too. So, sometimes the timeline can probably get a little jumbled as well.
Yeah.
Why is Craven's head on fire?
Well, that's how we see in Craven when he's tripping.
He's the, great and powerful Oz. He put him he buried him alive. He's still very traumatized from those encounters. So,
you know what? I'm so disappointed in Ben for not making some kind of Ghost Rider joke.
Too soon. We're not ready. We gotta have a book first. Can't tease the people.
The great hunter of vengeance.
Did someone say vengeance? Wait a minute. Wrong side.
Oh, there's a backup too.
Oh, that's like a quick, it's like a quick epilogue thing, or because since Peter's like, he's in a coma because of like radiation
You
poisoning.
can't just leave Pete out.
Radiation poisoning. So who does Aunt May go to help him? Because none of the doctors seem to be able to help him. She goes to her old sugar daddy.
She's like, we could take him to the nuclear plant where we almost got married.
It was in Canada. There was no security.
Exactly. Just a bunch of moose and geese.
Do you think May needs glasses? How the hell did she find Doc Ock attractive? Look at that
again,
bull. He looks like one of the Three Stooges.
That's her thing.
Yeah, but how old is she? She's like,
have you seen Nathan?
I mean, she's 800 years old. If any man looks at her, she's like, oh, hey.
Ooh, that guy's got a lot of arms and a bowl haircut. I'm into it.
I mean,
the drops are
Dr.
flowing.
Manhattan got laid, so, you know, Doc Ock can get laid.
What? Who? I mean, there's a lid for every pot, they say.
Wait, who's this girl with the purple hair? I'm just like strolling through the comic. I have no idea what's going on.
Work for the Beyond Corporation. Who's that? Miss Danger?
How
like
generic.
Sounds like an Austin Powers character.
Exactly. Maybe that's the point. Because, you know, the Beyond Corp, they are a bunch of corporate stooges.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, and then we're finally getting that thing they teased in the Miles Morales book. It's like, oh, hey, yeah, we served papers on that Brooklyn Spider-Man.
Copyright infringement. Get it? Because we're owned by Disney. Get it?
That's the joke.
Subtle shot at Sony. Even though, you know.
We got our Spider-Man movies back. You're not going to make $1 billion, Sony. You're still Sony. Calm down.
Like I said, you know, basically, yeah.
Nobody's going to be flying to France to see a Sony Spider-Man movie. I'm just going to let y'all know that right now.
Go back to making Walkman.
Oh, my.
Cameras, baby. Cameras.
Sony Ericsson phones. Mine was pretty good.
Yeah, we were all on pins and needles to see if Sony was going to make a deal with Disney. It's like, oh, hey, you guys still want to make money? Oh, hey, us too. Okay, let's keep doing this.
Meanwhile, Tom Holland's raking it in.
Hey,
40 million a picture?
Oh, is it?
I don't even know.
I wonder how much his stunt double makes. I feel like the stunt double should be making more money. But.
Yeah, they need to be. Well, their stunt doubles nerd behind a computer doing CGI, so I don't know.
Hey, unlimited crap services, Lil. Come on.
Crap services.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say, actually, like the big productions, actually their catering service sucks. But
oh my.
Anyway, that's another story for another time, maybe on Patreon.
Yes, Tom Holland, 20 million, or what did you say, 40 million a movie?
That's just what I heard today. This could have been someone just exaggerating, but someone else was talking
Even
about
if it's 20 for like basically doing nothing at this point, he's the new Robert Downey Jr.
Yep. Just CGI my suit on, and I'm just gonna stand here and do a pretty good Queen's accent.
And Robert Downey Jr. was married. Tom Holland he was single, and now he's dating Zendaya.
Superior puss.
Hey now.
Oh, buddy.
You said it. How dare you, little hellfire?
It's different when I say it.
She's taller than him.
Hey-oh.
She's taller than half of Hollywood, quiet as it's kept, but
is she that tall?
She's 5'10". Hollywood's actually pretty short.
Yeah. I was gonna say, is she really that tall, or does she just wear a lot of like heels and stuff?
No, she's 5'10".
Oh,
yeah.
She rocks Converse like in the Spider-Man movies. So.
Yeah, but
he's riding that apple box. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Hey-oh.
So is she.
Well, I don't know. I thought this was fun. I do want to get back to the main. I felt like this wasn't like a main meat of the issue kind of book, unfortunately.
It looks
but
like
I still thought it was fun.
I mean, I don't know if it's just the nature of it, because we have so many writers. You know, each writer gets like two issues, then the next person jumps on, does like 2 or 3, then the next one jumps on, does like 2. So
they do this so much with Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they're doing the 3 times a month thing again. So it's like,
yeah, it's just like every so many years, it's just like, okay, put up as many writers as we can possibly muster on Spider-Man.
Well, it's a race to the 60-year anniversary and all that too.
Clone Saga, and then after after one more day, they did the same thing, and then it just
I reject that energy. No.
Well, now
usually somebody floats to the top, and then we get a good long run with somebody who's a decent writer. So,
Well, Chip's gone, so
Chip he's not going anywhere. He's writing Daredevil.
Oh yeah, Devil's Reign. When that thing rakes in money,
so
baby.
nervous.
Speaking of that, we're gonna do on Tomes of Evil. Have you guys ever read the Sex Criminals comics?
Yes, I have.
We're gonna do Kegel Face
Oh wow.
as one of the villains. Kegel Face.
Not a villain, but fine.
Mm.
Oh my!
I mean, who is? Well,
There's not really everybody's a villain in Sex Criminals.
exactly. So it's just who's the first kind of antagonist? Kegel Face. Gotcha. Let's do that.
Cannot wait. We'll have my glass of wine.
Hey, don't let the episode. Hey,
Box of wine.
don't let the episode go too long. Keep it tight.
Get out.
Ah.
If it's tight, you're doing something wrong. Anyway.
Superior puss.
Anyway, should we get out of here?
How
Let's
long will
do
it be
it.
tight for?
How did I know this was going to degenerate? See, you don't get to be like this on Ray's podcast. You have to sit there and drink your tea and eat your crumpets or whatever.
I'm actually the only one who makes jokes on Ray's podcast.
Oh no! How dare you?
Not you, Phil.
He's afraid of me. That's why I'm not on there.
Oh, when we get to, I listened to the what do you call it? The Patreon exclusive that you guys did. You had some good jokes on there, but there's one coming up with Justin and I that's pretty funny and out of control. So I can't wait for people.
I was going to say, the only episode you and I were both on together was that episode 200, the
The
game.
trivia, yeah.
Oh, that was just a mess.
I know.
A bloody mess. I was checked out half the time. I was just like, what is even happening?
I'm just like, I don't know the answer, so I'm just going to take a jab at Chad. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Oh, we love making fun
That's
of
the
Chad.
appropriate response, to be fair.
Oh!
Oh, Phil likes to take a jab at Chad.
Oh, boy.
Phil be jabbing.
Let Noel do his drops or give them the homework. Do something. Pull your weight here, Philip. Come on.
Hey-o. All right, so yeah, kids, we're going to do more Morbius. So next episode, we'll be covering Spectacular Spider-Man 6 through 8. And then in 2
The
weeks...
spectacular.
Whoa! Save your life out of this, well. And in 2 weeks, Spectacular Spider-Man 38. And then the end of the month, again, of course, another Scarlet Spider. Like I said, me, Ray, hopefully Matt Kona will be back, and Dave Finn will be joining us. And we'll be covering Venom, Along Came a Spider, the miniseries. That's 4 issues, and Spider-Man Punisher family plot. So.
Wait a minute. Is this Jugtacular January? If not,
Jugtacular?
Maybe it's
That's
your house.
Jugtacular.
Anyway, so.
Those titties scare me.
Good God. All right, so yeah, send your thoughts on those. Email us capesandlunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, follow Ultimate Spider Cast on Facebook, on Twitter. Go join Web of Spider-Man, our Facebook fan group. I think where are we at? 2.7 or 2.8? We might be 2.8 now.
Suck it, booties!
Oh, Lilith, you're so mature. Anyway, so yes, find links to all that, all the various social medias for all the various shows we do on the Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics sidekicks, including Unlimited Justice. Lilith Hellfire and I are going to be doing a bunch of Justice League and Justice Society on the new show. So,
Ducking nerds.
listen to you. Okay.
The worst ducking DC nerd.
We're gonna get to you. All right, so yeah, so find links to that, links to this YouTube channel. You want to see what that effing nerd Noel looks like? Yes, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Most importantly, please subscribe to the Patreon, because once again, we're paying for this out of our own pockets now. No more Rob Southgate Beyond
No
Corp.
Beyond Corp.
That's right. So,
Although Blue Chew, call us.
oh yes, please Blue Chew. We thank for it every episode now.
If it's good enough for Joe Rogan, it's good enough for me.
But thank you. Shout out to our patrons, Ray, Justin, and Russell. So, Thank you, gentlemen. Or if you want to buy some Capes and Lunatics or Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch, there's a link for that too. So find it all at Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics.
I'm gonna need a wine cozy, Phil. So get on that.
Okay. Oh yeah, your birthday.
Or a beer cozy, whatever.
All right. We'll save you for last, Lilith Hellfire. Noel Tate, tell us, where are you gonna be talking ducks in their second month?
We're talking ducks, baby.
Not how this is work, right?
Trapped in a world. Howard the Duck podcast. Look for it in a few weeks. We haven't even recorded the first episode yet. We're going to go chronologically through Howard the Duck's appearances, and then followed up with some little thought pieces or essays about all the weirdness that is Howard the Duck. So look for that soon-ish. You can find me, Noel Tate, KNOLTATE, at Twitter and other places too. Does boobs scare me?
You're gonna have a quacking good time, not a honking good time, Russell.
Exactly.
Oh, Russell, you're never going to hear the end of that one.
Where's the Joker nuggets?
If you nerds want to hang out with me on the interwebs, you can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire69, and of course on TikTok, making spicy comments and Stargate and Star Trek related content at Lilith Hellfire69. Duh.
Suck it, Russell. Yeah, I got that last night. Ooh, that sure was close. I didn't get manhandled.
All right, end this episode.
The big finish.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
All right. Thanks for joining us, Noel.
Thanks for
a
having
sport.
me. Oh, you guys are sports.
It did not suck. Hell.
Sports suck, except for Huey Lewis in the News album Sports.
All right, kids. Next time, Spectacular Spider-Man 6 through 8. But until then, swing on back.
Thwip, thwip, thwip.
Whip's better than Ray.